Yeah, welcome to Rainsagro farm. You can see this is us. We have a short teaching to teach us this evening. We are right on our farm, our cucumber farm. As you can see, let me show us around. You can see, please don't mind the way the farm is. We had piles of jobs to do, and this has keep us busy, so we just have to put something on the farm. You can see these are cucumbers. They are doing awesomely well. They are just on their week one. You can see them. They are on their week 1. 7 days. So that is them. So today we'll be talking about fertigation. Fertigation can only be used where you have drip irrigation system, and the importance of this fertigation is just to avert you wastage or wasting your fertilizers. Most of the time when we put fertilizer in the soil, it takes them 2 weeks before they start decomposing and the plants can actually take them. And in a situation whereby you are in the dry season and there is no rain and you put your fertilizer, it becomes hard for the plants to actually break down these fertilizers for use. So that is why the fertigation process becomes more easier, because during the process it will be mixing with your water and it will be dropping directly to the plant. You can see we are irrigating this, as you can see. So it will drop directly to your plant, and your plant can take them overnight, and between 2 days you start seeing the effectiveness of your fertilizer that you apply. So fertigation process is always done within every 4 days interval. That is some people's practice. Try your best to learn your practice. You understand? Do a lot of experiments, then you get your results. Each experiment, each decisions will determine the future. So right now, let's go into it. What first thing you need to do once you have your irrigation system set and you install your Venturi? This is what we call the Venturi. You see, as this and this black thing. So if you need any of these, your irrigation system, everything, you can reach out to us. This is the cultivar we are currently planting, Gerard seed, Midway Gerard from USA, and it's a very good variety that you can't afford to miss. The maturity, I've been doing 40 days, I've been doing 35 days, 37 days to my first harvest. So this is the fertigation. What you need to do is first is get your fertilizer. Once you get your fertilizer, people do okay, let me don't say people, many of us, we do 3 grams per plant. So you need to know an important thing. You need to know the plant population of your plant, of your cycle of your farm. Once you know them, it will help you to keep records and to know if you have actually achieved success or not. Because if you are able to know the number of plants you have, then you know the number of harvests you have, how many bags, how many fruits you on an interval you put in a bag. So that will help you to project the coming production. And if you didn't get that target, then that will tell you that you didn't actually do well in your capacity. And if you get more, then you know that you are able to do more. So that helps you to keep record. Where many farmers, we don't keep record. It also affects me, it also affects you if you are not keeping record. So please, let's change and change on taking record. So once you know that, you multiply 3 grams by the number of plants you have, then you know the number of kg you are going to be fertigating. So I'm using 20-10-10 here, which is not really advisable for young plant like this, but I know my way of doing this. So we have 20. When you wake up very early in the morning, by 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, you take the required measure, then you put it in a bucket, then you fill it with water. So you fill it with water. Immediately you fill it with water, just leave it in an open place or a closed place, but I prefer put it in a closed place, because once there's too much heat, it evaporates your nitrogen. So that saves more of your nitrogen. So once you do that, you make sure in the evening, before you start anything, make sure you run water through your farm. Make sure the irrigation system is open, and let water run through your farm first. So that there are some areas in the farm whereby, for example, in our end, that last second to the last, last 3 drips at that side do get water late. You understand? So, but when we have opened the water and water is already flowing through, you understand? So once you plug in your Venturi, it makes the nutrients go fast, so that some parts will not be taking too much of fertilizer and it will actually burn your plant. Why some you're not underfeeding some. You understand? So you don't overfeed some. Why you don't underfeed some? You want them to be at equilibrium states. So once you do that, so you sheave in your fertilizer. You sheave it very well. You don't have any residue or any particles. Sheave it 3-4 times and have a perfect concussion. I call it concussion. So you can see this is a practical example. This is 20-10-10 mixed with a little bit of SSP, because we need to develop the root of that plant. So once you do that, then you plug in your Venturi. As you can see right now, as I'm showing you, you can see that fertilizer is currently running. You can see that the fertilizer is currently running. So there are calibrations here whereby you can increase the speed. Let me give you an example. Let me increase it. You can see how fast it is, so I'll have to reduce it. Please don't be too in haste. Let it flow gently. This is much. Okay, so let it just flow in gently, so the plant takes them. So the important, you see that the nutrient goes into the soil. So once you have done that, you put in your buckets filled with it. So I do mix a lot of water with it, so that it won't become the concoction won't be too thick or something. I don't know if you get my point. So too thick, so I mix a lot of water with it. So just to make the concoction very, very light for the plant to take. So don't forget this, to still mix with water in your circuit. This is a circuit. So once I open this place, it moves. Understand? So you place, you can see this is the extreme end. So this one also has a mesh at the extreme end. So you dip it inside your water, then it will start coming. You can see it's coming, then it will start flowing through. So you mix it like that, continue giving it water. Then after you finish fertigation, please also allow free water to run on it, so that it will put down the fertilizers they've taken down into the soil. So and we do this almost every 4 days. So and you will get results. So this will actually help you to reduce the application of fertilizer. For example, now if you are using, this is about 3 plots of land. If you are going to be using 15-15, we'll be using a bag for almost per first application, and we'll be doing that sometimes 3-4 times or 2 times. You understand? So look at the number of 2 bags, and with this production I might use just a bag, even less. So I reduce my fertilizer, because most of the time, just consider after you have finished your production, turn your soil, you see a lot of residue of fertilizer. Most of them have been evaporated, the plant has taken them, but a lot of residues. I know these things are chemical bound and all that. They have effect on your soil. You understand? Though we thought it's really malnutriting, adding nutrients to them, but they are not like most of these organic fertilizers, like your poultry manures. So those are the importance of fertigation, and I think you have been able to learn 1 or 2 things using this system. So it's a very, very simple system. If you need to install your drip, you can call us. You need this fertigation, you need your drip accessories, you can reach out to us. You want us to consult for you, you want us to set your farm for you, we are always available. We have our land promo sales going on at Venturi, Ewekoro in Ogun State. Just 500,000 naira per acre, and once you do that, you have access to our company's purchase receipt. You have access to our cheap services like consultancy services, setup services, and also you are prone to get your provisional survey copy. So once you are paid, you get your provisional survey copy from us. So and you have access for us to help you get your farm workers the coming year. So this is one of the numerous things you tend to enjoy while being with us. So these are things you tend to get while being with us. So I think you have been able to learn sorry for that disruption. I think you have been able to learn 1 or 2 things today. So we remain Rainsagro Farms, and we'll keep giving you the best and 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 the best services. Thank you, and stay blessed. Goodbye.